Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is a general reading and is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so we have, again, coming out here, we have the crescent moon with the star. So somebody's possibly healing from some moon magic. Somebody's having faith or even possibly burdened with there's a cross with Jesus on it. Somebody could be being framed for something with the picture frame. We have a little black cat. You may own one, or it could be representing the fact that you have 9 lives. Somebody may have a bone to pick with you. People are talking or gossiping, or there's some sort of lip service. Could be a message of love. We do have somebody showing up here with their heart on their sleeve. Now I know it's not on the actual sleeve of the shirt, but that is my symbol for that. Somebody has their heart on their sleeve. Somebody's trying to frame things just right, or maybe being framed, like I said. Now this could be a friend, because like these are pink lips rather than my red lips. There's red lips in the charm bag that I have here. But the pink lips are more like I said, it's more a friend rather than like kissy spaces stuff. So I do have the overlying energy set out for you already, just because I find that it eats up a lot of time when I'm shuffling. So there is something about the community that it almost feels like is in chaos. So we're talking about the 11th house. See, everybody here is together. We have, different color hands, probably talking about like unity as far as like races go, or different people. And we also have a rainbow reflection I am seeing there on the cards. I love these cards. They're so pretty. And I do notice there are different moon phases on the hands, which is funny because I've never noticed that before. We have full moon, we have the quarter moon, and we have the crescent moon there. So I'm feeling like, I gotta tell you, it feels like somebody is not following the crowd, and people have been up in arms about this and sending possibly moon magic. It feels like it's gone back on to the community, because this moon magic sent to you isn't called for. So you could be somebody that doesn't follow the rules as far as like maybe you love all people, including all races and all sexualities and all genders, but you don't like the LGBTQ flag, or you don't like all the designated months or days to the celebration of different races because it's divisive. So whether you're a part of the LGBTQ community or not, you do not take pride. Pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. So that could have people upset. You could even honestly be on some sort of like group, like Facebook group, like do not hire, blacklist, this person's racist. Meanwhile, you're like mixed race, or you know what I mean? Like this has nothing to do with that. You're the least racist person on the face of the planet. Very multicultural where you grew up, or you're just somebody maybe not multicultural where you grew up, but you're not somebody that hates anybody, like anybody. Let's just throw a general blanket over that. But this is affecting your work or being able to get work, or it's causing trouble at work. Meanwhile, this is you. You're like the wild rose fairy. You just have nothing but love for every kind of walk of life. But you have somehow been targeted, and people are trying to, in a sense, cancel you. And I don't think that actually means online. I think it means in the community. Now, I feel like this community has taken it within their own hands they may have got like, somebody said something that wasn't true, spread like wildfire, and now you're like pegged as this like a bigot or something like that. I think what we need to do is just kind of focus on yourself and listen to your spirit guides. They're coming through to you. It's funny because her spirit guides look like birds, and bird speaks tarot. So I'm glad you're here. We also have another bird showing up. This is a little blackbird. So, you know, this is, and we have a crescent moon here. So I feel like birds also symbolize chatter, gossip, anxiety, worry. So I feel like, I don't know, maybe like this could be parties or get-togethers, which obviously you're not invited to. There could be someone here, maybe she has black hair, maybe not, but it feels like this is what's being discussed. So, you know, people are gathering, I don't know, Friday, Saturday nights, you know, at the shed party. If you're on the East Coast, you know. So, and this is the type of stuff that they're saying. Nobody has ever seen you do anything remotely racist or hateful, but, you know, if you're a true speaker and you stand on the things you believe. Funny, this card actually came out earlier, before I remembered to turn the camera on, and I put it back, but it's saying no. Somebody is literally trying to cause you a permanent ending via moon magic. I'm going to say moon magic because there's a lot. That's just what I'm picking up with the moon phases here and the moon phases over there. So right now, we're literally on the waxing moon, new moon. So it's just a little sliver, just exactly like what's in this picture. So this could be current energy that we're experiencing. Tell me about the hands and the work and being creative. Maybe they could, yeah, so they are trying to make you unwell. This is the mice card, Lenormand, which means there's a group. See these 5 little rats there? They're doing something in the dark. They're doing something in the dark basement. And they're using this book here that they probably shouldn't be playing with to literally cause you some sort of permanent ending. Unfortunately, you know, when this is who you actually are, that's going to go back on these people, right? It's not you sending it back. It's never going to get there, right? Tell me about this. They're trying to end, I feel like they're trying to end you. Now, it could be your career, it could be your work, your ability to create, but they're definitely sending destruction your way with that mouse card. Tell me about love, please. Ooh, that came out real nice. Alright, so something is hidden or confusing. Maybe these people are confused why their moon magic isn't working. You know, they have the idea that you're this hateful, bigoted person. It's really funny that they think that. Has anybody talked to you in person from this community? So something is, they're trying, it feels like they're trying to maybe block your intuition or downloads. There's something challenging here. They want to probably make it feel like it's hard to focus. It's hard to hear your spirit guides. It feels to me like it's harder on them than they thought. Maybe they thought that you were going to be easy to push out of the way. Or I don't know if they want you to leave town or what's going on here. Okay, there's a gentleman. This could be either like a dominating parental figure or a dominating boss. If we're talking about work here, this could have something to do with your job or previous job. Now we have the female showing up. So this could be even a couple. This could be a couple. Somebody maybe wants to try to be a couple with you. Tell me about this permanent ending. It's kind of giving me this community whose chaos magic has actually gone back, needs to stop doing this spell work. It's affecting their work. It's really doing exactly what they wanted for you to them. Yeah, people are really worried about this. They're getting on the phone with each other and just not understanding why this is all happening with them. Okay, yeah, so we have a main male here with this Ace of Cups, Ace of Hearts. Somebody may not be able to work anymore because of the because of all the projections that they sent out to you, all the negativity, all the lies they were spreading around about you. This seems to be going back. You know, yeah, you could have worked with this gentleman. Is this and this the same guy, I wonder? Tell me about these clouds. What are they confused about? Because this kind of feels like flying monkeys in a way. I don't know why today they actually kind of look like... I don't know why the face almost looks like monkeys, or those eyes are really creepy. I usually don't find this card creepy. But I feel like this is like the group of people waiting and watching maybe at nighttime to see if their magic worked. Because it's like they're talking about... Now, honestly, this... I see it. I see it. A gentleman has already passed. I believe this gentleman has actually already passed from some sort of sickness, from some sort of work, spell work, something that they were creating or doing or sending out, something that they were like curating, whether that be lies, gossip, rumors. But I think this person actually died from some sort of sickness or magic that they were doing. I'm not sure if that person is with us anymore. That I feel like this community has literally lost one of their members or leaders. I mean, if we're playing with magic, we're talking about witches and warlocks here. These people may have lost their leader. This was destined to happen, and they're so confused about that. They don't understand. They don't understand why you have this bright future ahead of you. This was supposed to be you passing from this sickness. So there's a group of people out here that hate you so much because they think they're not correct. They think that you are a bigot. They think that you don't maybe like the... It's really funny how the same people preaching love and acceptance have such a tiny group and mind frame of what is to be accepted. The first thing I don't like as a spiritualist about the flag, the LGBTQ flag, is it's literally our chakras upside down. It is never healthy for one to be governed by their lower chakras. That's why they're lower vibrations. The like money, sex, and power is not what you want to rule your life by unless you want to feel bad. You'll hear celebrities over and over and over again at the height of their financial they're you know, they have all the money in the world, and yet they're unable to find happiness through that. And then of course you see a lot of the depravity that happens, especially now that the e-files are out. You know, when I talked about that stuff 10 years ago, 20 years ago, obviously people thought I was the crazy person to think of these types of things, but I was just trying to help disclose what was happening. But, you know, here we are. Here we are. And yet I don't hear anybody talking about it. When you go out and about, is anybody talking about it? Is anybody talking about what they're doing in the upper echelons of the financial society? I don't want to call them elites, but that's what I'm talking about. So we have the 10 of Swords here. Or somebody trying to get away from this dominating figure. Somebody's trying to get away. I feel like there's a leader here. Like there's one particular leader of this group that is kind of like getting everybody to go with, right? Who's this gentleman? Is this a different gentleman than the one that got sick and died? Okay, so this comes out with the lady. This feels like a couple. And, you know, I could be jumping the gun here, but something to do with somebody's reputation. This lady's reputation, this couple's reputation. I feel like somebody's telling on them. I feel like somebody is singing. Somebody is singing. Somebody is, I feel like, you know, I had a card come out the other day that may relate to this. She's telling on all of them. Whoever she is telling on all of them. And I feel like she's telling on all of them for trying to frame you. Maybe that's what these lips are here for. Whatever they tried to frame you with or for, they are heavily burdened by now. With this dog bone here, it feels like I don't know, it's kind of looking like they want to throw a dog a bone. They want to bury something. Somebody wants to bury something. Bury, I mean, somebody could want to bury you. So, this is the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Diamonds, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like somebody's been planning this. This community has been working on something for a very long time. Possibly ever since this person has passed from the sickness. They have been... I mean, you were a target before, and now that this person has passed, they are incredibly... They're working very, very hard to reach their goal and their goal doesn't look good for you. These guys are under judgment, so I don't think they're gonna make it. Yeah, somebody's not getting the message here. Somebody's not getting the message that this cycle is possibly over. Nine of Wands. I feel like this is you trying to defend yourself from this community. This community who, I don't know, like I feel like they're literally willing to burn their whole entire town down just to get to you. Like, I feel like they've probably lost people and businesses over trying to come after you. And they're still not getting the message. Tell me about this gentleman who's working on this spell work. Or who's passed from this spell work. With the Queen of Wands. Or they're confident they can pull this off. Or you need to defend yourself from the Queen of Wands. No, you know what this is? They're trying to block your creativity. This gentleman actually could be a water sign with that Ace of Cups there. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now, some of my readings, even though I'm changing the meanings of the card as we go, that doesn't mean what I said doesn't apply earlier. This is how I read the cards. Messages come through in different ways. So I feel like there was there a gentleman... Tell me about the gentleman who passed away from spell work. They were working with this group of overindulgent witches. Like, these are a jealous, bitter, gossipy, witchy group of ladies who party too much. So this is who they were working with. And, you know, they could have even been trying to pass you along one of their sexually transmitted demons. But it turns out they weren't able to do that. And you're able to stay confident. Yo, I don't know where you live, but your town is riddled with things like herpes. And I feel like it's not just regular herpes, if that's not bad enough. This has an entity attached to it. This is the type of shit that could literally take you out, like it took out this gentleman. Yeah, and you're standing here confident and creative. They weren't actually able to get in your way. Tell me about this love and this bright future that is either confusing someone or other people can't see. With those clouds there. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to knock you off balance there. Or there is a Queen of Wands that is trying to knock you off balance. Now, she's in the upright, though. But she's also beside two reverse cards that's making me think that she could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person is the Queen of Wands, honestly, in reverse, matches this exactly. This is the Three of Cups reverse is exactly where you would find the Queen of Wands if she was in the So I'm going to take that actually as a description. This Queen of Wands is somebody who overindulges. They probably have some sort of addiction, whether drugs or alcohol. They certainly don't focus on themselves to fix. This is somebody who will, rather than look within, this is somebody who will gather other people to hate on you to make you look bad. Even they're sitting there doing lines of, you know, the stunts over and over again all night, drinking and partying and just being unhealthy, not eating, and just spewing hate with the other people that are doing those types of things. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have an unbalanced Queen of Wands who's addicted to drugs, alcohol, gossip, hatred. Yeah, they're not doing very well. This is somebody who is... I heard, like, rabid. She's rabid. Like, she looks like a rabid animal. She's like foaming at the mouth when it comes to like your bright future. After everything that she's done, she still hasn't been able to accomplish her goals. She's got a whole community backing her up too. Look, like you're sitting there like this. You only got those little sticks between you and them, and yet it's holding up. It's holding up. Because God got you, man. That's why. Yeah, they can't come at you because you're the star, man. Look, we got the star card again. You know, your power is in your healing. You've done a lot of work like with yourself. You've maybe taken time out, a lot of time out to, and maybe not just, maybe just time away from people like that, right? Like, or you could just spend a lot of time in hermit mode. This allowed you to avoid some sort of tower, and somebody's got to pay something back. Or they paid for this spell work that actually took out their friend instead of you. Yeah, see, this person that came for you, they could have sent in this gentleman with this Ace of Cups here. So, you know, it's possible that, you know, whether this is past or present or future, you could actually have somebody that these guys sent. They sent. This guy was working with a bunch of witches. Do you have an ex-boyfriend who passed away after you guys broke up? Yeah, that's probably what happened. That's what they get for hanging around with those angry witches. And I'm not afraid to use the B word. I'm not. But I mean witches, and you know, I think that's a worse word than bitches. I do. Because, you know, a bitch is someone who's just like, bitchy. A witch, that girl's be casting spells on you, using moon magic, mirror magic, all kinds of magic. That's somebody that goes out of the way to fuck with you, right? That's someone like, you know, it's not like somebody's just rude to you when you run into them. Bitches don't usually call your house just to be bitchy with you. No. Witches will call your job. Witches will spread rumors using word magic. Witches will literally be lighting candles over this. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles in reverse. So you're coming out of the cold. It looks like you're accepting this challenge, or you're ready for it, or you're super strong. Like, you have a lot of strength. It was able to keep you moving forward, keep you moving out of the Five of Pentacles. You just got to stay focused on what it is that you're creating. How are we getting out of the Five of Pentacles here? Knight of Cups. Moving towards your dreams and wish fulfillment. You know, this person is following their heart, with the cups there. He has a cup of love there, and he's moving towards something, though there is some resistance with the wind there pushing against him, but he's still moving forward despite that. Just like that ship, right? I feel like the Knight of Cups and the ship is very, very similar. Even after, like, you know, they 10 of swords to your ass, here's the 10 of swords. They were able to stick 10 swords in your back, and you're still able to move up that mountain. That's because God got you, mate. God got you, mate. Blackbird. Alright, so do we have a new honeypot coming in here? Or is this actually true love? I mean, this person looks like they're literally wearing their heart on their sleeve. Do you have a little black cat? Because I feel your little black cat is matching the little black star there, and I feel like that's what helps heal you. I also feel like if you've lost a pet recently, it was due to that spell work that these people have sent, and it looks like they may be trying to continue to target your animals. There's a bone here, so I don't know if you have a cat, a dog, and with the cross there, like it's feeling like they're using moon and word magic to target your animals. So, you know, I need you to ramp up your spiritual protection. There's lots of things you can learn about on Google. I have learned to stop sharing my for now, while I'm unfortunately in a vulnerable position that way, until I can be in a different spot physically than where I currently live. I'm going to have to keep my protection to myself, because we have a bunch of witches and bitches on my end trying to target me, and I don't want them to know, you know, how I'm counteracting all the things that they're sending. But I feel like these people are targeting your pets. There's a lot of animals on the board here. We have the bear, the rat, and I don't know if you could tell, but I love rats. So I feel bad when I say things about them. I love snakes. I feel bad when, you know, you have to say, "Oh, this person's a snake." They could even be trying to target your children. That's a young Page of Cups there. Tell me about this couple and this Ace of Cups. Like, the Ace of Cups came out right. Is this, like... Tell me more about this Ace of Cups, please. Huh. I feel like somebody either has a drinking problem, this couple, or there's a Capricorn attached to this cup of love that somebody's trying to, like, I feel like, you know, they've already tried to use a masculine, and that didn't work out very well for that group or the masculine, and this is kind of looking like they're trying to do it again. This devil is honestly targeting your love life, your unconditional love. Yeah, they want to send in another one to cause you burden, so you don't reach your goal. You don't reach that rocket there and take off. And that has something to do with it. I feel like whoever this devil is, it could be a Capricorn. They don't want you to take off. They want you where they can see you, watch you, spy on you, afflict you, affect you. They could be specifically targeting your heart chakra. And if they're targeting your pets, that would, but you're too strong for this. And you're too strong. This card literally is about See how she's all dressed in white there? That symbolizes her purity, and her purity is her strength. Now, this Capricorn's like, oh, she's not pure. She reads tarot, plays with tarot. This person could be hiding behind religion. Meanwhile, they're literally the devil. Yeah, I feel like I just hit the nail on the head there. There's some sort of church front, or I don't even know. They could be using a church as a business, like funneling or laundering money through a church, through large donations. It's really a church front. Yeah, so there's a Queen of Swords here that's losing a large amount of money. And so they are trying everything. This could be, you know what? This couple could be a Capricorn and a Queen of Swords. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They might even want to try to come in with an apology, this couple. But it's only because somebody's singing on them. Somebody's telling on them. Somebody is... Tell me about this Ace of Cups that this Queen of Swords and this devil figure is trying to come in with. What is this Ace of Cups? The Wheel of Fortune's here. So they know their time's up. They know that the wheel is turning in your favor. What does that mean for our collective? Yeah, you're coming out of this. You know, if you... This is how they want to see you. They want to break your heart. And targeting, if you have pets and they're targeting your pets or your children or something innocent, this is how they want to see you. Unfortunately, you know, I saw that Page of Cups in reverse. I think they were targeting your kid, and maybe your pet could have took one for the team. If you've lost a pet recently, it's because they took the brunt of the spell work. That wheel's turning. You're coming out of this energy. Yeah, you know, because this couple is literally, see the Five of Swords up there in the top corner? This couple is literally trying to win at all costs. They don't care who they hurt. Apparently, they don't have a conscience. Because if they're trying to hurt kids or animals or like innocents to get to you, yeah, they're going to end up exactly where they belong. Right here. Right here. Right here. They're bound. They're bound to that guy. I hope they have a good time. I hope they have a good time. There's a King of Wands reverse here as well, who just can't come towards you. They're blocked from coming towards you. I feel like they're a part of this. I don't know if that's like who exactly are all these people? Like, how do you know them? Sorry, that just fell down. I don't know which way this actually fell. I picked it up like this, though. I feel like they don't understand why you're not depressed. Maybe, maybe you, like if you did lose a pet and they're thinking like, hey, this girl should be a lot more sad. I don't know. I feel like that this guy's trying to sneak a cup into the window, right? And it's like they weren't able to do this. I feel like the law is actually involved. Like somehow the law is involved because of some sort of action they took without using their intuition. They're in regret. Particularly this King of Wands in reverse, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or somebody who wears a patch on their back. Yeah, they tried to string you up in front of the whole town. Or, I don't know. Am I allowed to say sacrifice? With slander? Yeah, they're stupid. This was unsuccessful. And now that the truth is out about this shitty couple and how they were trying to control this young feminine. But this young feminine's in control, so they don't want to walk away from the money that they are desperately trying to hold on to. But they can't. And that's what they get for working with this group of gangsters. I don't know where you live, but I think you need to start making your way out of there into new lands. I think any move will be successful for you. You're gonna get your justice. Success and justice. So how are we gonna get success and justice here? How are we gonna get success and justice? Just by being yourself. Just by standing in your pure, authentic energy and being yourself. So it's looking like this group of overindulgent, gossipy witches and warlocks, particularly this couple, whoever they're working with there. There's a lot of people on the board. We got the Queen of Wands here. We have the Devil. We had the Queen of Swords. I feel like somebody does want to come in and apologize and possibly offer you an Ace of Cups, but that's just so they can get back in before the law comes and finish the job. That's all they want to do. You're to, I don't know, you have control over those lower vibrations we were talking about. You're not ruled by sex, money, and power. You have control over your lower vibrations. You have the light within. Anything else we need to know, Spirit? Yeah, whatever. They tried to take something from you, and it was unsuccessful. Or if they were able to temporarily take something from you, whether that be your happiness through gossip and slander. Now, she's actually broken into a safe, so somebody might have stole something tangible for you, or they may have just tried to make you sad via this gossip and slander. She's got these knives here, so they could have been saying some really bad things about you. Yeah, that's going back on them. This is being halted. You have a very powerful angel here supporting you. And they're, like, I don't know if this is Archangel Michael, like, cutting this person down. But it looks like this King of Wands is now going to be the one strung up in front of the whole town to be laughed at and judged. And they're in massive regret about not listening to their intuition. These are people you don't have good memories with from the past that are trying to balance something out or balance their finances out. But they can't fuck with you. You're the magician. And so is this King of Cups in the upright. I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is another guardian angel of yours that are looking over and making sure everything goes just the way it's supposed to for you. Divine timing. Divine timing. Queen of Swords is going to be heartbroken. I'm not sure if she sees this coming. But a decision has been made here. The illusion's over about this King of Pentacles. And he needs to let go of whatever he's taken. Whatever he stole. I'm feeling Capricorn up in here. This person's going to jail. And I'm going to leave it there. That was a great message. I love you. I can't wait to see everybody's karma working out for them, whatever that may be. May it always fit the person it goes on to. I love you. Peace. Bye.